Welcome back to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. Kama kawaida. Hii leo hata nyinyi mnajua, mkisikia line mnajua ni moto. We have two ladies who are not afraid to speak their minds. Maverick Kaoko and Anita Ray. Karibuni sana.
Thank you.
Asanteni sana. Alafu while speaking to Maverick earlier, before hata tuingia on set, akatumia jina Utopia and Prism in an ordinary sentence. So I thought it's important to have a proper backup just in case we need references. Thanks to my friend, huyu anauzanga vitabu hapo nje ya Nation Center. Anaitwa Ezekiel Oga. Ametupatia hii just in case we need to. Unajua hizo majina za composition sisi hatuzitumiangi kawaida kwa conversation. But then acha nianze na huko. Kwanza Anita started na conversation ya ulimchokoza Twitter.
What?
Kuchokoza. What were the correct words?
I've already said that's a parody. So.
Oh, it's a ya
Yes.
Anita Ray.
Yes.
How does that make you feel? As in competition your points versus the parody.
I feel flattered on one hand, because for one to want to ape you, then it means you have some value.
Yes.
Yeah. On the other hand, it's also annoying,
Okay.
because they are making it. They do not understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Yeah. But either way, what do you do?
So basically that's official. You are not a washed up bitty child. Umetulia sasa?
No, it's still funny.
I wanted to allow you guys fight kwanza before we could start the show, but now that that's out of the way, swali straight to simple. What is the beef between men and women? Where do you think the beef is? Of course, you defend men. You take a very, for lack of a better word, a traditional stand in terms of how men should relate with women. Like ile ya kitambo ya women should respect men this way, nini na expectations zote zenye zinakam from either sana from the men's side. What do you think is the beef?
It's just the anathema that has come with women empowerment.
Yes.
Because as the more women get empowered, the more they feel they are equal to men. And that is what I mentioned is utopia. We cannot be equal.
Yes.
That is why what I usually angle for is equity. I realize that we are different from each other, but I have bottlenecks that are facing me. There are bottlenecks that are facing you as a man, and we work together so as we combat these bottlenecks that face us instead of fighting each other.
Just a clarification, your anathema is an English word?
Absolutely.
Oh, Anita Ray, alikuwa anathema.
I need you to tell me what that is.
Alikuwa anathema.
That's only anathema I would know, honestly.
Manzi. We're from the other end, of course. Lazima defend them ladies, we defend pande zote. But then, kuna kitu sana, especially kama kukula fair. She's against hizi mavitu za favors women expect from men. Where you would understand that some women mukona inaitwaje constitutional right ya kukula fair, right?
Where does that come from? Anyway, listen, I keep asking, nani aliingia kwa mfuko ya mtu akatoa pesa? It's not theft. It's not theft, is it? Let's not pretend. There's no man who's forced kukula fair. I mean kutuma fair. So sijui mtu sema alikuliwa fair. You send the money. Literally went to your phone and sent the money.
But
it was sent for a purpose. It was sent for a purpose. If I send you money to get me that dictionary and you do not get me that dictionary, you have stolen my money. You are downright a thief, a hard-eyed thief.
Oh, mtu akikula fair ni.
Yes.
That is,
if you are sent the money, of course no one was forced to send the money. If you are sent the money, show up. If you cannot show up, give a logic excuse. But if you do not show up, you are a thief. You are using an excuse of being in a relationship, of being wanted to benefit yourself.
Okay.
You're corrupt. You're not better than the COVID billionaires.
Okay, sawa. Anita, ulikuwa unamalizia point
That is
ya
extreme. COVID billionaires and kulaying fair, that is extreme.
No, it's the same.
Wizi wanza
Collectively, fair ya wanaume.
Wizi wanza hivyo.
Listen, where are you sending fair? Where are you sending fair?
To facilitate transportation logistics that are bringing the person to
A woman who wants to see you doesn't need fare. So why are you sending fare? What kind of idiocy is that?
So
first of all, come on atuma fare, you're idiot enough kulwa your fare. If you send me fare, I'll kula. Why? If I want to see you, I'll come see you. Do we look like we can't afford fare? We can. We see this men, nyinyi ndio mnatundisha hivyo, you want to facilitate, you know.
Na
So
mwenye
who am I
umeitisha?
to of course ndaidisha. Hey, you want to come? If you're stupid enough to send, don't make us feel bad for men's
So
stupidity.
unaitisha
That
bado
shows-
unaikula. You
See,
pledge
kwa
that you
nini?
eat the fare.
Why not?
Dr. Kingori, you hear the way they are talking, that if you're stupid enough to send me fare, but they beg for these fares. You know, most of them probably, Anita doesn't, but most of them beg for these fares. So you're being sent the money, and then you say that I didn't ask you for that money. And then they come and turn around and make themselves feel like victims, but they're not. Actually, it's the men who are victims. If you hear from the way Anita Ray is expressing her sentiments, then men are the victims. You know, like
Of what? Of what?
of malicious women, of send that fare and I'm going to eat it. Then how are we going to relate moving forward as men and women?
Okay.
Why not, listen, let me ask something. Why not come if you have a problem sending the fare, if you don't want your money to be eaten? Why not come? Be a man enough, come pick me up, right?
Have you ever had...
Come
of-
pick me
really?
up.
You could share.
Not every man is from the angle of come pick me up.
You're not as in a feminist per se.
Yes, yes,
yourself,
I know.
no, but there are different types of feminism.
Yes, there are.
Feminists. Different types of feminism, right?
Yeah.
Which one is understandable according to you?
There is, you see, first of all, I told Eve and I told you, don't call me a feminist because feminism in Kenya doesn't exist.
Thank you.
Feminism in Kenya is bashing men, disrespecting men. Me, I have a tattoo of respect on my back because that has to be the biggest thing in my life. And respect is earned the same way disrespect is earned. We have a generation of men who also don't respect themselves. Let's start there. And a generation of women that thinks, if I go on Twitter, I'm a social media, and insult a man, I'm a feminist. If I go and say I am working, I don't need a man, I'm a feminist. If I go and belittle men, I'm a feminist. That's not feminism. That's toxic feminism, you get. Feminism is going and empowering the girls, you get. Going and teaching the girls values. And mwenda mtaani kwa madem, mtaani literally, young teenagers, and tell them this is the way you empower yourself without insulting a man, without fighting with a man, empowering a woman without fighting a man. But sasa si yetu, hakuna feminism Kenya, amka utukane wanaume, amka, that's all we do, you know, there's no feminism, because we are not empowering each other at all. Okay. We're not at all.
Let me debunk something. A feminist is somebody who believes in the social, economic, political equality of both sexes, not women. That is where they get it wrong. I agree with what she says, but I just want it to go on record that logically that is how feminism is defined. You can go do your research. Somebody who believes in the social, political, economic equality of both sexes, not women. The moment they made it about women, that is where they lost the plot. And I agree with her totally when she says there's no feminism in Kenya.
Which begs the question, which side of this debate would you stand on? Ama, would you fall in? We have people advocating for positions to be created for women, right?
Yeah.
Yet in the same, on the political scene,
Yeah.
we have on the same scene women who have actually fought for the positions. We have female governors,
Yes.
we have female MPs
Yes.
who have worked to that position.
Yes.
What's the difference between these women
Yes.
and the ones who need the positions to be created for them?
I am for these women who use their political acumen, who use their intellectual wherewithal to climb the ladder, it's political ladder, economical ladder, and whatever. I am not for women who want positions created for them. Why? Are they handicapped? If they say what a woman can do, what a man can do, a woman can do better, then why do they want to be spoon-fed?
Okay.
Yes.
Do you agree?
No, at all. Because, listen, whether we like it or not, and whether we want to actually pretend it can happen that a woman can create a position for herself, it's hard, it's not easy. And we don't want to be spoon-fed, we just want to be given the same chances. Trust you me. Society is messy. Society is hypocritical. Society is going to say, I'm going to give a woman the same position or the same chance, but they won't. Because let's use the most weirdest example, cheating. If a man cheats, it's workable. If a woman cheats, society is going to bash them with all the power. Because society has a mentality towards women. Women should be in this place. Women should do this. Ndio maana ukiona dem makanga, you always, you know, utareact unknowingly. Ukiona dem dere kwa mat, you be like, kai, atatufikisha unknowingly. It's because it's how society, that's how we grow up. That's what we see every day. That's what we've been brought up to believe. So as much as we're saying women should fight and look for those positions for themselves, we need society to change the perception of how they look at
When
women.
you're talking about the society, who is the society? You're talking about a society like it's some, you know, some phantom thing, like it's some edifice that you cannot climb. Society is me and you. It's me and you who make up the society. So if this thing, and it's quantifiable that women make majority of the population, more than half, then why don't you women rally each other towards, female political aspirants? Yes, that is the hypocrisy that I do not buy. If the issue is money, for instance, come with some way of getting finances for a woman and finance a woman whatever seat, a governor seat, even president seat.
The fact that you're talking about women in the third person is a problem to start with. You're talking about why don't you women, you get? Why don't you women, you get? That's a problem with every woman. You'll be like, why don't you? You don't want to, everybody wants to stand for their own. You're saying you women. You know, the whole statement, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where the problem comes. No woman is going to say us women. No woman is saying us women. Even the feminists don't say us women. They say you women. We are fighting for women rights, not for our rights. You get? That's a problem. We talk about women as other women away from the women. I don't know if that makes sense. Unongeokiwa India, your sako.
Okay, so that's good news. Man code, the other gender is divided. But then, when it comes to your stand on how women should be and how men should be, and this goes for both of you, would you take the position of a second wife?
Gladly. Who knows? Maybe I'm one.
Yeah. Would you be married as a second wife?
I don't think, to be honest, I want to get married again.
You've quit. You don't need a man.
No, that's not what I said. I think marriage is not for everybody.
Is it anything to do with success? The idea of when women make it, they don't need men?
No, I will always need a man. Trust you me. Whether it is a father figure or as a companion, I'll always need a man. Just that I'm not willing to make that lifetime commitment with anybody.
Okay.
Wow, that's very sad. I think I'm literally very sad for Anita because marriage is beautiful and she will reach at that point where she's going to hug her pillows and start calling her pet sweetie, and you want to go home to someone and have conversation.
It's all an independent choice, right? And
as much as independent, but it's just because if you decide to be a thief, it's your independent decision. But can't we say that thieving is bad?
It's not a crime to be single.
No,
it's not a crime to be single.
Yes, but don't tell us that it's when you sit on national TV and tell people that commitment and marriage is too much work.
Millions sit down there.
It's a two-way thing. Why don't you? And that is what the problem that I have. There's no one who has, rubbished the fact that women and girls, for example, have lots of issues that they are facing. But no one is talking about the issues that boys are facing, and that's my thing. Yes, women go through issues. Yes, girls go through issues. But what about the issues that men face?
Okay. Do you feel like you've defended women enough?
No, I think today it's not about defending because it's not a competition. As
Of
said
course,
when we
yes.
started.
Of course, yes.
But one thing we have to
you've
agree.
represented. Let me use represented.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I can't stand for what she stands for because defending a man doesn't mean bashing a woman. The same way I say defending a woman doesn't mean bashing a man. So we have to both agree at the end of the day, kila mtu abebe mzigo yake. And also, we remember these streets of social media. That's why I was laughing when we started. People who say things on social media most probably haven't experienced them. They just use this as a platform to pass time. We're Kenyans, we're creative. But most of the people who go through this will come to the inbox. Those are the people who actually go through this. So yes, I've represented all the women maybe who come to my inbox, all the women who feel this generation of men needs to up their game. And when I say be a man, I genuinely mean that. Just be a man,
This generation of women need to get out of their high horses and stop being living in utopia and being expecting the ideal, and let them come to the reality. Hii mapenzi wanataka ya Alejandro, it's never going to happen. Ukitumiwa fair, please show up. No, so make life real. Please use your brain, use your acumen, use your your hands to climb the societal ladder. And maisha yako and the way you turn out to be has got nothing to do with men. Stop blaming men for every wrong decision you make into your life.
Bringing Aoko, thank you first of all kwa kukuja. Asanteni sana. Bringing Aoko, kuna jama mmoja kwanza rafiki yangu sana, alikuwa advocatea sana. Among the first people. Of course, my friend Cliff will be over the roof that you came to the show. And then Joseph Mashera on Twitter najita underrated ninja.
Yes.
Yeah. From the first time you opened a Twitter account. Yani from your first tweet, Joseph has been like, underrated ninja. Anajua atafurahi sana na wale watu wote wana support Aoko. Thank you pia kwa kukuja. Najua ume represent vizuri sana. Also give out airtime ya Telkom Kenya. 2,000 bob worth of Telkom airtime. Can we agree on a common ground? Beef ni ya nini? Beef ni ya nini? Why can't we, mbona tuwezi patana katikati kwa hii conversation ya men and women? Why can't we coexist peacefully like Adam and Eve before the fruit? Mbona tuwezi ishi kama watu wa kawaida? Give us a reason. Ni wapi, what do you think could solve this? Mwenye ananipatia jibu ile simple kabisa na ile rahisi kabisa kawaida, 2,000 credit ya Telkom ni yako. Social media handles at Dr_Kingori Twitter and Instagram, Dr. Kingori on Facebook. Facebook naye mnajua, my Facebook is the headquarters for the most interesting and craziest comments. I get trolled for a living there, but it's fun. Tukutaneni huko, but otherwise, Anita, uko social media?
Yes. Anita Ray.
Anita Ray.
This one. So my t-shirt.
Anita ANNITA
HRAEY.
Bas RAEY. Social media Maverick Aoko.
On Twitter and Facebook Aoko Otieno.
Okay, sawa. Si tukane mtu wa parodies hapa before tufunge.
Fala.
Maze, alafu for the people, time ya weekend edition may not be enough, but of course tuko na time tena kwa radio maze. We extend this conversation na Maverick Aoko on Nation FM 96.3 from 10 to 11 a.m. Monday. Hii story haijaisha, kuna maswali mob sana. Kwanza hiyo story ya madem na do. Tune in to Nation FM maze. Monday usikose. That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.